Well, Kelly's in Paris, so we thought we'd go to Hawaii. Well, it's coming to us. These hips don't lie. New Day Northwest starts right now.
It's a new day.
Now, from the Virginia Mason Franciscan Health Studio at King 5 in downtown Seattle, this is New Day Northwest.
Good morning, I'm meteorologist Leah Pizzetti filling in for Kelly today while she's off jet-setting in Europe. Speaking of adventures, I've been on one of my own for the past couple of years. I moved here, I met a guy, his name is Buddy, and he lives on a farm in Snohomish County. Buddy is now my fiance, and I live on that farm too. It's been an adjustment for this city girl, but I have to say it has really opened my eyes to a whole new way of life. So, producer Rebecca, I hear you want to grill me a little bit. You knew me before the transformation.
I did. And so I have to admit I was a little bit surprised when I heard that you were doing this. But if I know anything about Leah Pizzetti, is that you do not do anything halfway. Yeah. You jump full into whatever you're doing. And so I knew that you could do this.
Oh, thank you.
So what is life like on the farm?
Well, I always joke, I feel like Hannah Montana. I get the best of both worlds. I get to go to the farm. My future mother-in-law is a beef farmer, so she lives right next door to us. These are her horses and her cows, and that's one of the barn kittens. That's my dog, Remy. So we're just surrounded by animals and baby calves all the time. It's so much fun. And then I get to put on my fake lashes and heels and come to Seattle, and I really get the best of both worlds.
So are you like up super early to feed the animals? Like I have this fantasy life of like living on a farm and digging into the earth and then going and feed. Like, is that what it's like, or are you basically just kind of hanging out?
It is for my mother-in-law.
Okay.
So she is the reason that the farm chugs along forward. I pop in here and there and we'll help out. Like, it's a big family hoo-ha when we cut hay, which we just did a big round a couple weeks ago. I was like driving the truck. I'm driving stick. I stalled out like 8,000 times and pulling the tractor as the guys are in the back throwing the hay on the back. It's totally wild. I have so much respect for farmers.
Yeah, totally.
So they work so hard 24/7. Her parents were dairy farmers. Dairy farming is a really challenging industry, and so they transitioned away from dairy. But just all of the people who I've met in my new neighborhood are just so grounded and kind and would truly give the shirt off their back to help their neighbor.
And I imagine it opens your perspective as a journalist too, to know that way of life. And it just,
Absolutely. And as a meteorologist too, anytime she needs to cut hay, she needs 3 days of dry heat above 70 degrees. And so I give her personalized farming forecast.
And you can make it happen, right? Because you're the weather person.
I just wave my magic wand and then I give her hay cutting weather.
Well, I love this for you, by the way.
Thank you. I love it too. And obviously I love my fiance. I'm getting married in, I think it's like 86 days now.
What? But no one's counting, right?
But who's counting? We're getting married on a farm too. Wow. So not ours, but Carnation Farms.
Congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, well, this is kind of embarrassing. Any farm girl worth her boots knows the importance of a good barbecue. I gotta admit, I've actually never barbecued before, but the chefs and owners of Tacoma's Grann restaurant are stepping into the national spotlight. Reginald Howell and Denzel Johnson are competing on Food Network's new series, Pitmasters, where elite barbecue teams battle it out in a live fire showdown. The show premieres Monday, July 13th, but lucky us, because Pitmaster Denzel Johnson is here with me in studio, and you need to teach me how to barbecue.
Yes, that's what I'm here for today. So I'm very, very excited, happy to be here, and just want to run through the basics of barbecue. So first thing you want to do, you have your, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, right. Yeah, so the first thing you want to do, you get your slab, get your good rib going.
Okay.
You want to give it a good pat down, make sure you pat it dry. A lot of times people just rip that joker out of the bag or however you got it and just kind of have at it.
Do you need to wash it?
You wash that bad boy. Clean it up a little bit. You want to trim it, get all the fat off.
Okay, wash
make
and
sure
dry.
it's nice and trim. So you got a nice little way to start here.
Okay.
So what you want to do is you want to grab a binder, mustard. People usually have that in the refrigerator, so mustard's good.
Okay.
That's what's gonna keep that bark, keep that seasoning on there, and we're gonna knock that out here in a second. But actually, we'll do that first, so we don't want to get our hands too messy.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna start with a rub.
Make it a rub, okay.
Traditionally, traditional barbecue rubs, everybody has their own style and the way they want to do it.
What's yours?
I like to keep it simple. Salt, pepper, garlic is the base.
Okay.
So everybody at home, you can do that. So what you want to do is you want to get, Nice bit of pepper, because that's going to be your bark. That's what's going to give you like a nice little color. It's going to help with that bite when you're smoking it or however you're cooking it. And you want to do pretty much equal parts of salt. Now, if you want to go lighter on the salt, you can.
We're healthy here.
Yes. Watching our blood pressure. And then if you want to go half of that with the garlic, you don't want to do equal parts garlic. It'll get a little bit much.
Okay.
So
I don't know. I think the garlic limit does not exist.
the garlic limit does not exist in a lot of realms, but in this one, you want to pump the brakes just a wee bit.
Okay. I'll trust you. You're the master.
For sure. And then, so I like to have a little bit of, little bit more sweet to mine, so I throw a little brown sugar in there.
Okay.
So we get that brown sugar going. And then to add a little bit secret sauce, you can be good right here. You can stop.
Okay.
But when you want to add a little bit extra magic, like for us, we'll kind of throw in a little bit more of your traditional Indian spices and things like that to pick it up a little bit. But this is just cumin, chili powder, paprika, kind of give it a little bit more color and a little bit of a kick too. So that's kind of like a good base. Now, you can add more things if you want more heat. You can throw in some extra spices. If you want it a little sweeter, you can throw in a little bit of extra things. But this is just a really good base to kind of get you going, to kind of say, hey, I can make my own rubs at home.
Yeah.
And this will get you going.
This is a lot of ingredients.
Oh, yeah. And this is like a basic, simple version. I mean, I kind of get a little crazy with it in the restaurant, like some of the stuff that you'll kind of taste a little bit later.
Okay.
But this is just kind of your base. This is where you can kind of stay here and kind of keep it right here without getting a little too wild.
Okay, we're staying right here.
Yeah, we're keeping it here. Keeping it there. All right. So now we did that.
Okay.
Got that out of the way. So now we can get to our binder.
Binder.
Yeah,
you said binder and I pictured like a notebook binder. And I'm like, okay, I'll take notes.
For sure. Yes. No, different kind of binder. So this is what's going to hold that rub down.
Stick it.
Yep. So you don't want to kill it with mustard. You just want to get enough to just kind of rub it down.
What other binders could you use?
People use a lot of things. They use mayonnaise. People use barbecue sauce. People use different types like gochujang. I mean, there's so many different things you could use. But mustard's like always nice. It's usually in the pantry, in the refrigerator, however you, however you keep it. So it's usually nice, quick, and handy. But mustard is kind of widely spread. It's popular. Yeah.
Tell me while you're doing this. Tell me about the restaurant that you and Reginald opened.
Yes. So Grann is Southern Barbecue, Indian, and Creole. So we rotate our menu. We rotate our menu quarterly, roughly. So you are going to see menus that are infused with those elements consistently. This menu right now, we're just about to launch our summer menu, so that's going to be great. It's got some really good things on there. Ooh. People are really, really excited for it. It's got some fan favorites. You're going to see, some cornbread. You're going to see ribs. You're going to see Cornish hens. You're going to see cornbread. You're going to see our pani puri. I mean, there's so many different elements and things that we've introduced to the city that people really weren't familiar with. But the thing is that it's things that you're familiar with, but we just put a little bit of a twist on it.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so we're dropping the rub on.
Yeah.
Is there a method to rubbing?
You want to just make sure you get a nice coat on here.
Okay.
And some of those clumps of that brown sugar.
Yeah.
Kind of break that down.
Okay.
And just want to massage it in.
Okay.
I'm being really clean for the camera. Usually I'm a little bit wilder with this, but
I'm picturing you dramatically like throwing the spices on.
Oh yeah, it's aggressive, but we're doing a proper version today.
I love it. Okay, are we doing the other side too?
Yeah, we're gonna do both sides.
While you do that side, tell me about the inception of your restaurant. How did you guys meet? How did you decide, hey, let's do this?
Yeah, so me and Chef, actually, it was kind of like a Instagram love story, we'll say.
Oh.
So we were both on different sides of the state. So during college, I was at Eastern Washington University.
Nice.
So I was over there, and I was always cooking, barbecuing, just all the parties, frat party, stuff like that. I was a guy in the grill.
You were the good guy to know.
I was indeed. So safe to say my parties were always packed because there was always food. And if you couldn't tell, I was definitely eating. So everybody was coming over for sure. So that was not a thing I had to worry about, having nobody show up. And then, Chef was on this side killing it. Yeah. So I'm seeing what he's doing. He's private chefing, executive chef, couple different places. And I'm like, man, that food looks so good.
Yeah.
Like, if you know me, I'm going to go where the food is.
Yeah. Make some friends.
Yeah.
Not competition.
No, heck no. Heck no. One thing I want to do is always eat. So I was seeing that, and it was always kind of like, hey, shout out to you, man. I see what you're doing. Like, you're killing it. And then, side note, I'm just patting this, massaging this stuff in.
Okay.
You want that to get in there.
So that's the dry rub. Should we start prepping the glaze?
Yep, so we're going to do a glaze. A lot of times people are like, well, I don't always want a barbecue sauce, so we're going to do a nice little glaze.
What's this?
Soy-based glaze. That's garlic.
Yeah.
Like you said,
More of
garlic,
that,
it's going
more
to
of
be
that.
there.
Are you sure that's enough?
No, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. Come on, throw it down.
Add a little bit more in there. So soy-based glaze, you know, Northwest, we tend to like some soy. I don't know if you've heard something called teriyaki.
Sizzle.
I'm gonna
Yep.
turn that bad boy down just a wee bit. So yeah, so we want to make sure that we get that garlic and those aromatics just kind of work in there. So we get that.
I love
Then we're gonna
it.
get this hoisin. Oh. Throw that in there too.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna be shy with that either.
Okay.
So this is gonna glaze over the top. Like now we got our ribs seasoned up. We can throw that bad boy on the grill. We throw it on the smoker. If you don't have either, you put it in the oven. It's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Throw that thing in the oven.
I want to talk about the show.
Yes.
Because this is exciting.
Definitely.
Tell me about the highlights of the show. What was the competition like?
Yes, so the show was amazing. It was one of the once-in-a-lifetime opportunities where you get to cook with some of the best pitmasters in the world.
Yeah.
So the competition was there. I mean, people that you've seen on the internet. I mean, even the judges are legendary. So it was one of those experiences like, okay, like this is the big leagues. Like this is what you do it for. So now it's time to kind of put on for not only yourself, but for the city, for Washington, for the Pacific Northwest, and just say, hey, we know how to burn up here. Like we can throw down. So it was a good time to kind of put on our jersey and represent the area. So we were very, very excited, and we just loved it. I mean, the elements, the things that you're exposed to, you can't pay for that kind of experience. So it was great.
Okay. And you just added honey to the glaze as well.
Yep.
Was the competition easy, hard? How did you feel preparedness?
You know, the competition was one of those things that you didn't know what you were getting into until you were there.
Yep.
Because, I mean, it's 24 hours. It's one of those things that you just don't know what's going to happen until you see it. So
Yeah.
it was very, very exciting. 24 hours, nonstop filming. So you're getting exposed to everything.
Oh, man.
The elements, sleep deprived. I mean, anything you could think of when it comes to being tired or just cooking with live fire. I mean, it was amazing. It's a great opportunity.
I cannot wait to see how it turns out. And I
Yes.
also can't wait to just don't mind if I
Yeah,
do.
for sure. So that is barbecue Cornish hen, and it has an Alabama white sauce with a vegetable succotash. Very, very good.
What about this?
And then that is your watermelon salad, and then that's going to be your St. Louis rib.
Tell me about this while I
So
eat it.
that has the glaze over the top.
Oh my gosh.
Masala mop sauce, very, very good. It's seasoned with pretty much the base rub here. It's got a little bit of extra herbs and spices, the secrets. Can't let those out or we'd be closed, but that's it right there. And we got a little bit of cornbread over there on the side as well.
There's no ladylike way to eat a rib. That is bomb. I'm about to demolish that. This was incredible. Cannot wait to cheer you guys on.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, well, Pitmasters on Food Network airs on Mondays, but what's better than watching them make barbecue? Trying it for yourself when you visit Grann Restaurant in Tacoma. Make sure you check them out. Still ahead here on New Day Northwest, we are being transported to island life. We learn about the art of traditional hula dancing through a special performance. And that's not the only performance we have today. He's an award-winning songwriter who's collabed with huge stars. Now he's making his own music for kids. We'll meet the man behind the songs. And Jodi Mannes is back with her must-have beauty products for the summer. Let's all take a free trip to Hawaii, shall we? Transporting us there is a talented group of local hula dancers working to preserve tradition from the island of Kauai, right here in Western Washington. Please welcome the dancers from Halau Hula Kale Mokihana I Ka Ua Noe.
Makoko.
I no luna I ka hale kai no kama aleva.
No luna I ka hale kai no kama aleva. Nana kama kaya mo ana nui kale ua. No I ke kai o mani ue. I kua e la kale ua. I lai la la e ala e ala e a. I lai la o i. I lai la ho i. Ho poi kale ua e lunala. Maka u kale ua I ke kanakala. Eliloa ilalo. Ele a e ala e ala e a. Ilalo i. Ilalo ho i. Kea o punala ea o punai ta ulu halala ea la ea la ea kai ko o puna kai ko o puna
No, he yakri kapuyo pele.
Yay! Oh my goodness.
Mahalo
Oh
so
my-
much.
That was amazing. Beautiful. Okay, let me just stand among the beauty. Mokihana, that was spectacular. Introduce everybody who's performing with you for us today.
So we have over here, we have Sage.
Hi, Sage.
Then we have Uilani.
Hi, Uilani.
We have Paxton.
Hi, Paxton.
And my ho'opa'a are chanting with me today. This is my niece, Poina Ole.
Oh, I love it. It's a family affair.
Yes,
Amazing.
yes. She was born into hula. So now she lives with me and she's learning hula every day of her life.
Incredible. Let's talk about the meaning of hula.
Okay.
Where does it come from? Tell me about your personal connection, the cultural importance.
So hula is very, very ancient. This mele that we danced was about Pele, her sister Hi'iaka, and her friend Hopoi. Hopoi danced hula, and Pele used to ask Hi'iaka and Hopoi, please dance for me. So this is all the way ancient times. Pele, as many of you may know, is the fire goddess, and Kilauea is erupting consistently. So this mele takes place on that island, the island of Hawaii. And that's why they're wearing these certain colors, the orange and the rust to represent the lava, the lehua, which is located in those areas of Hawaii Island, Panaewa Forest, and up at Kilauea. For us, hula is not just a hobby, it's everyday life for us. We eat, breathe, sleep, hula. It's the way we keep our traditions alive through our kupuna, or our ancestors, and we are guided from our kumu hula, or hula teachers that have passed on before us. So all these mele that we do are generations old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like I go on YouTube and then go ahead and do a dance because I like the song. It's a lot of research, it's a lot of time, it's storytelling through our language and through our hula.
Can you create new hula?
You can. We call that awana, which is more of the modern hula. The kahiko is ancient. We want to keep that as traditional as possible. But for the awana, we can go ahead and create all different types of songs with that.
Incredible. Why is it so important to preserve that history?
Because we don't want our culture to deplete, fade away like many other cultures have. A lot of languages are going away. They only have one current person that speaks that language. Through hula, our storytelling remains alive because Hawaiians did not have a written language. Everything was done through storytelling, which is through our hula.
And verbal and stories as well. That's incredible.
Exactly.
If people are feeling inspired and want to learn hula, how can they get involved?
Well, this is great. We are having open enrollment at the end of the month.
Perfect.
So if you're interested in hula, the youngest we take is 2.5 years old.
Okay.
And we go all the way up to what we call legacy, which is our kupuna. We don't like to age our aunties and our uncles. We have 4 locations: Mount Vernon, Lake Stevens, Kent, Puyallup, and for those in Las Vegas, we also have a location in Las Vegas.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Mokihana, this is amazing. We're out of time, but ladies, I want to learn a little bit. So
Yes,
maybe...
let's go ahead and let's teach Leah some moves, ladies. Let's
Okay,
start
very
with,
quickly.
Let's start with hella. Hands on our hips. Our
Okay.
right foot's gonna go 45 degrees back in, and then the left foot.
Okay.
And here we go. Hella and. Good job, Leah. You're doing good. Okay, let's try Ami, ladies. Ami. Rotation of the hips. Circular motion. Don't move your shoulders. We keep low to the ground because that's where we get our energy.
Okay.
And very good. Good job.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
ladies. All right, you can sign up for those lessons too. Up next, we are vetting the viral. We've been seeing the Georgia cracker salad come up on our social feed, so we're giving it a shot after this. Welcome back. While it might be common in the South, a salad using crackers and tomatoes is a little unusual to us up here in Seattle. It's time for another round of vetting the viral. All right, here we go. Producer Joseph is here with me. You found this on TikTok?
Hey, Leah, yeah. So I was scrolling TikTok.
You sound so
and-
sad when you say
Well, I saw the recipe. I'm like, they're putting like mayonnaise and cream cheese and tomatoes and crackers together. I'm like, what the heck is this? But I never yuck other people's yum.
Yep.
And I'm like, that looks interesting. It obviously caught my attention. It's on my FYP. We should give it a shot.
Have you tried it yet?
No,
This is your
going to
first
be my
time.
genuine reaction.
Okay.
So all it
I'm
is,
ecstatic.
it's a real simple recipe. It's just like tomatoes, crackers, mayonnaise, and green onion.
Okay. Those tomatoes are beautiful, by the way.
So these are heirlooms.
Did it specify what kind of tomatoes?
It did, but I felt we should elevate a little bit.
You elevated it, okay.
So how do you feel about mayonnaise, though? Because it's a little bit of a controversial ingredient.
Okay, I just don't even think it's controversial. It's
okay.
the best thing ever.
Well, I love mayonnaise also.
Okay,
so,
good. I'm
yeah.
so glad. I'm hearing booing in my ear.
I know,
From
yeah.
people who shall remain named.
You know, some
nameless.
staff members at New Day have some really intense food hot takes. I'm one of them, but, you know.
So diced, pretty big chunks.
Big chunks,
is what I'm
yeah.
seeing here.
So-
This is a meaty, if you will, bite
Yes.
of tomato.
And actually, you know, the amount I'm seeing here, I think I'm just going to do one tomato because this is
Okay.
pretty big chunks.
So when I think of tomatoes and crackers, I'm worried about it getting soggy.
Well, and I think that's actually, because the recipe I read, you want the juices of the tomato to mix with the mayonnaise, which I'm sorry if that's gross to people, but, you know, it makes like a creamy dressing.
Oh. I'm
Okay.
making a dressing here, people.
Yeah, so there, we'll
Okay.
just toss that in.
So tomato, that was one hearty heirloom
yeah,
tomato.
one big one. And
Okay.
now I've looked at a lot of recipes for this. They all had wildly different ingredient amounts, so you
Okay.
and I are just going to measure kind of with our feelings.
I love that. Okay.
So I would say let's do the crackers first.
Okay.
I bought us unsalted crackers
Okay.
because I wanted to control the salt level more. So just take a handful and kind of just big chunks of cracker in there.
That is something I never would have thought of. Is that too
That's
small?
perfect. That's perfect.
I didn't
yeah, maybe a
crunch
little.
that one.
Maybe do like one more handful.
You're the chef here
Yeah.
among us.
Well,
okay.
okay. So
How's that? Does that look like the TikToks?
Let's start there.
Okay.
And then maybe grab some of the green onion.
Okay.
And just give that a little sprinkle.
Just a little.
Yep, there you go. And I'm going to add some salt.
Okay.
Just because we didn't add any before.
Okay.
And then let's add some mayonnaise, and then I'll give it a stir.
How much mayo are we feeling?
Let's just start with a good squeeze.
Oh, that was a squeeze.
Yep, that looks good for now.
Good.
Let's-
Okay. That actually wasn't that much. I was kind of expecting
Yeah, let's
like
do some more, you're
a
right.
full slathering.
Do you have a mayonnaise brand you like? I really like Duke's.
I've been, gosh, I don't even know the brand, but I've been using this like olive oil mayo.
Oh,
and it
yum.
makes me feel like I'm healthy.
That's a good feeling to have.
Yeah, it's all mental.
Should we do a little more, or does that look?
I actually think that looks good, but what do you saw the TikToks?
A little more, a little more. Just a little bit more. There we go.
Okay.
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 Now, I don't know about you, but like to me, this is not looking
No,
super appetizing.
This doesn't look great.
But you give it a first
Okay.
taste and let's see.
Okay. Oh, thank you for.
For that, you're welcome.
Okay, so I only have like one cracker with my.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't hate it.
I think I love it.
Yeah. I mean, like, I wouldn't just eat this by itself. Like,
I would.
Well, okay. But I mean, like, if you serve this with like a piece of chicken or something,
Right.
that
Yeah.
could be
Yeah.
tasty.
The side. It's really creamy. It's got the crunch. It's got the fresh tomato. I'm growing tomatoes in my garden, so
You can make. I actually would make that again.
let's ruin
honestly.
them with some
Yeah. There you
mayo,
go.
shall we? The Italian in
I'm
me
pleasantly surprised.
is screaming. I like it. I spat.
All good.
I like it, and I would do it again.
Okay. There you
Joseph,
go.
thank you.
We vetted the viral.
Love it. All right, well, when we come back, we are checking in with the Kirkland artist who has one of his works of art hanging in the new Obama Presidential Library. Stay with us.
It's a new day.
Kirkland artist Keegan Hall creates breathtaking works of art using little more than a pencil. But behind every portrait is an even more remarkable story. Here's Evening Magazine's St. Brian.
This current piece that I'm doing is actually a drawing of Chris Cornell.
Just one pencil. That's it. Yet somehow Keegan Hall can make paper look more like a photograph than a photograph.
I grew up drawing all the time. I thought I was going to be a Disney animator, was always my dream job.
His hyper-realistic drawings, which can often take several months to create, have opened the door to a world where professional athletes and legendary rock stars want to work with him. And it almost never happened.
I was kind of told art's not a real career path. You can't make any money. You're going to be poor your whole life.
Despite an art degree from the UW, Keegan packed up his pencils, stopped drawing altogether, until suddenly, in 2015, his mom died.
That had a big effect on me personally, where it almost, it actually changed my life.
Lisa Hall had a favorite saying, "Why not you?" And in his grief, Keegan says something remarkable happened.
That really sunk in at why not me, and I started to reach out to people that I thought were untouchable. And once I dared and put in the effort to go down that path, doors started opening.
And not just because of Keegan's undeniable talent, but because of his generosity.
Charity has always been at the forefront of my artistic pursuits.
Sales of his art have raised nearly $1 million. His biggest challenge in 2016, when President Obama visited the state, Governor Inslee asked Keegan if he could draw something in 2 days, instead of the usual 2+ weeks.
I basically went on this marathon drawing spree where I was in my room locked for probably 17, 18 hours a day. Like my wife would just open the door, slide some food in, and I would just eat fast and just get back at it.
A drawing that is now in the Obama Presidential Library. Just one unforgettable moment captured with a pencil by a man who creates something else with every drawing: hope.
Look what happens when you really put in the effort, when you really commit to something to be the best at your thing, whatever that is. Like, it is possible, you can get there, and you can really achieve your dream, which is what happened for me.
Meanwhile, some of us are drawing stick figures still. Absolutely beautiful. My next guest is one half of a songwriting duo with 25 #1 songs. Yes, Tacoma's own Scott Krippayne and his writing partner Smitty Smith have worked with a variety of pop artists, from Michael Bolton to Sia to Charlie XCX, and they're the brains behind a theme song every single parent with toddlers probably knows very well.
Paw Patrol will be there on the double.
I'm not even a parent and I know it. That iconic tune from Paw Patrol recently went platinum. It has more than 350 million streams across YouTube and Spotify. Smitty and Scott's latest collaboration is Pep and Perk, a series of fun songs for kids sung by two lovable hairy creatures. Here to perform a song off their new album, please welcome Scott Krippayne.
Are you ready? Come on, let's go into a world that's full of wonder. Ready to laugh and have some fun. Got new adventures to discover. If it's a day when you're feeling down, we'll help you turn it around. We're gonna make you smile. Wanna see that grin from ear to ear. We're gonna make you smile, 'cause that's just what we do round here. We're so excited, better catch your breath, 'cause you never know what's in store. We're just getting started, and you don't wanna miss all the cool things we'll explore. I feel the magic happening now. Yeah, that's what we're all about. We're gonna make you smile. Wanna see that grin from ear to ear. We're gonna make you smile, 'cause that's just what we do round here. We're gonna make you smile. So big it never disappears. We're gonna make you smile, 'cause that's just what we do round here. Gonna make you smile. We're gonna make you smile. Smile. Wanna see that grin from ear to ear. We're gonna make you smile, 'cause that's just what we do round here.
Oh my goodness, Scott! I got a big smile on my face.
Well, good.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for being here with me. That was fabulous.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm excited to talk about this. I've got this big smile on my face.
I gotta catch your breath.
Yeah, catch your breath. Okay, where do we start? Let's start with the fact that you have worked with these big pop artists, and what you just played for me was something that anyone can listen to. A huge transition to kids' music.
Yeah.
How does one make that transition?
Well, for us, it's not that different. I mean, musically, we're trying to write songs that we love, that really anybody can love. The subject matter can change a little bit. I don't hear Bruno Mars or Olivia Rodrigo singing songs about making cookies or building a sandcastle, but if they want to cover a song, that's cool. So yeah, lyrically it's a little bit different, but musically we're just trying to make stuff that's fun for kids, that parents can enjoy too.
Yeah. Do you ever miss the pop world?
Not so much. I mean, I still dabble. I still take shots at things, but the music world is there's so much rejection.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like rejection and crickets, and then you just keep writing, and you never know what might land someday.
Yeah. Well, and clearly it has landed for you.
We've had a few. We've been very fortunate over the years.
Tell me, what is the secret to writing kids' music? Are there special things that you keep in mind, or words, or hooks, or melodies?
Yeah, it's like I say, it's not that much different. I mean, we're trying to, I think, maybe a little more major key, and maybe the words are a little bit simpler, but we're trying not to, I guess, I don't want to say dumb it down, but I'll say dumb it down. We don't want to dumb it down because I really believe that kids can understand anything if you give them an opportunity. We had a chance to write a song about centripetal force for a TV show, which I didn't know what that was, but I learned it through the song.
Yeah.
And I learned so much off Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers and things that I go, man, music's a great tool for learning. So we're just trying to write stuff that, again, hopefully kids and parents can both enjoy. And we can have fun listening to.
I love it. Okay, so tell me about Paw Patrol. That obviously is a big hit for you. How did you land that?
That was kind of our foray into kids music. I'd never done anything in kids music, and my writing partner Smitty, who lives in LA, and I'm based up here, we got a brief on this new kids show. This is 13 or 14 years ago.
Wow.
It's going to be rescue puppies, and so we're taking a shot at trying to write the best theme we can. I remember my wife came home and I'm barking up in the studio, and she's wondering about my mental health at that point. But fortunately, that one landed. You know.
Tell me about Pep and Perk, your new project.
Pep and Perk, as we kind of got into this kids music world a decade or so ago, we started Pep and Perk a couple years ago, and this new record, It's Cool to Be a Kid, celebrates just how fun it is to be a kid, to be young, or to be young at heart. So really it's for everybody. But we're, it's a brand new project, and we're just trying to write songs that are fun. I know I've said that a bunch, but fun, educational, positive, helpful. There's songs for the kitchen, like making cookies. Let me try to finish the sentence now.
It's happy.
But it's happy, and we've got two fun characters that kind of sing these songs. It's me singing the male vocals, but I'm not singing live except for here because this is special and you guys are awesome.
I love it. Scott, born and raised in the South Sound, from Puyallup, living in Tacoma now. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
All right, still ahead on New Day, we're talking summer beauty. Jodi Mannes has products that will help stop your makeup from melting in the heat. Summer vacation is about winding down and getting away, but it can be hard to unplug if you're worried about what's happening back home. Pemco Insurance's Jennifer Houghton is here to share what's keeping travelers on edge and the simple steps you can take before you leave to have peace of mind. Jennifer, welcome back to New Day.
Thank you.
We're so glad you're with us. Okay, so school's out for the summer. It's time for vacation, but your new poll found that more than half of Washington and Oregon residents worry something could happen to their home while they're away. What is driving these concerns?
Well, people have more ways to track things now, and they are taking these worries along for the road trip with them. And being able to look at things and have technology to keep an eye on things is not helping in some ways. But they know that they could come home to storm damage, to package theft, to water leaks, to untold other things, break-ins. There's so many things that could happen while people are away, and we're all aware of it now. But the good news is that a little bit of preparation can really give you that peace of mind.
Okay. What are some of those preparedness?
So one of the ways that you can prepare is just the basics. You want to lock the locks, you want to turn the timers on, you want to make sure that all of the batteries in your smoke detectors are working, you want to tell a neighbor that you're going to be gone so they can keep an eye on things.
Okay.
So there's a lot of ways to help protect yourself.
I love it. Okay, so your poll found that 44% of Northwest residents activate security systems or home monitoring apps before traveling. 40% of those people say they check those apps frequently while they're away. So probably good for peace of mind, but is that tech making it harder to unplug?
In some ways it is. It's just like your email, right? You know that you have access to it so that you just do a quick look, and then an hour later you're still looking through your emails.
Yep.
It's the same thing with this tech. So sometimes you want to put the time in to really understand the tech, set up the alerts the way that you want them, so that you're not having to constantly monitor. It's a personality thing, though. We have to acknowledge that. Different people, different personalities, but the best combination to give yourself peace of mind is technology plus people equals peace of mind.
Yeah, yeah. But I like the alerts, though. That's a really good tip. Don't, if you just have to always be checking it, you'll never know when something's popping up. Just turn on the alerts and put it down.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
that. Okay. But despite all the new technology, your poll also found some people are still asking friends and family to check on their home while they're away. Why is this significant?
Well, it's significant because those friends and family can see things that the tech can't. They can take in the packages that broke through your timing, right? You try and time them so that they're coming later, but suddenly it's coming 2 days early.
Yeah. Usually we're happy about that.
Right, exactly. So they can take those packages in, they can take your garbage bins out, they can see things that are kind of sketchy.
Okay.
And, you know, it's that community and that trust in people that really brings the peace of mind. And, I mean, huge shout out to my neighbors, Jerry and Branda. They are always on it for me. I know that if there's something going down, I'm going to get a text from them.
I love it.
And that's what community is and should be.
Shout out Jerry and Branda. Thank you guys so much for all that you do. And that's also fun because then that creates community among your neighborhood.
Exactly. And people still trust people.
Yep.
And building that community will keep you safe, not just while you're on vacation, but if there's other natural disasters coming through.
Yeah, I love it. Okay. And one last look at your poll, which found 59% of Northwest residents already take preventative steps before heading out of town. What are the most important things people should add to their pre-trip checklist before you hit the vacation?
Before you hit the road, you want to do all the basics. You want to lock the locks, set the timers, pause the mail, do all those kinds of things. If you really want to avoid anything and have true peace of mind, turn off your water.
Oh.
Water leaks are the most common thing that people come home to after vacation.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it doesn't take that long to turn off your water main.
Yeah.
Now, if it's winter and you're going on a ski vacation, different situation.
Right.
But
and then also knowing where the water main is.
It's a really important thing.
Yeah, I don't think I know where mine is.
I had to find mine, but I did find it, and I know exactly where it is, and I know exactly how to turn it off, and I now do that.
Good. And then, of course, don't forget to talk to your neighbors.
Exactly.
Give them that heads up.
Give them
Keep the
that
eyes out. I love it. Okay, thank you so much. This is amazing information. Jodi Mannes is back after the break, and she has beauty products that will keep you looking fresh in the hot weather.
New Day Northwest is sponsored by Pemco Insurance.
If your summer beauty routine needs a little refresh, my next guest has you covered. Creator Jodi Mannes is here with her picks of the best beauty buys that stay smooth, hydrating, and effortless in the warm weather. Hi, Jodi.
Hello.
Thank you so much for being here.
Oh,
Hydration is what I need.
Yes. Okay, I've got you covered. So these are like my top picks. So I would suggest Christmas in July.
Okay.
Start thinking Christmas in July because these are the top of the top. Okay. First up, eyeliner.
Yeah.
We need eyeliner that's going to go on and it's going to be smooth to start with. These are by a brand called Mature Beauty. These are just launching. The whole brand is just launched. And they were designed by glam girl Gabby, who is a large creator and more importantly, a makeup artist.
Can I grab one?
Grab one. This one's my favorite, chocolate brown. Now, what makes these velvety is they go on very smooth. You're welcome to draw it on your hand, whatever you'd like.
Okay, here we go.
They go on smooth.
Ready? Here we go.
And then on the other side is a nice brush that allows you to put that eyeliner in place.
It's like a paintbrush.
Before it sets. Now, once this sets, this will last you all day.
I love it.
It's great. It sits in place, it's blendable, and there's 5 incredible shades. Chocolate brown is my absolute favorite. It's what I have on today. The best eyeliner I've ever tried, so you want to get your hands on those.
Oh, they're beautiful. Okay.
Okay, next is concealer brush. This is by the brand BK Beauty. This is their Nikki LaRose N19 concealer brush.
Okay.
If you are a makeup lover or no one, these concealer brushes are absolutely a must.
And
Here's
I just
why
feel
like
silly
them.
because I've never heard of this before.
Okay, so you want to have one of these. These are dense, but they're soft and they're contoured. So it allows you to get your concealer on the back of your hand and then put that concealer, because of the way this is tapered, it allows you to get that concealer right in the corner of your eye, all the way across, and then it allows you to make nice straight edges on this outside for your eyeliner or eyeshadow. So the design of this is absolutely perfect.
It is, and it feels hardy.
Yes.
It's not flappable.
Right.
That's a terrible
and
word.
these don't flappy. They're not flappable. And the bristles don't fall out, so you aren't going to find them on your face later, which can happen with a not so good brush.
And it's soft.
Soft, very soft.
Okay.
Okay, so now we know that vitamin C brightens your skin and retinol helps to exfoliate your skin. And we do it from the neck up all the time. But it's summer. We've got to remember we need to go from the neck down. So this is a brand called Salt Air. This is their vitamin C brightener. You can have a little bit if you want.
Yeah.
It rubs right into your skin like a serum. So you would just put this all over your skin. I like to do this in the morning. And you'll see over time your skin's going to brighten. It's smoother. It helps with the texture. Soft and hydrating, right?
I already feel hydrated.
Right, and it's not sticky.
And it's light. It's very light.
Absorbs nice into your skin.
How often should you use this?
I do it every other day.
Okay.
Because it is a vitamin C.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's so interesting. You're so right. We always focus on our face. We take care of our face.
Right.
Sunscreen on your face, right? But it's like your dégagé, your limbs. Like we need to take care of all that too.
Right. It needs to have some exfoliation, and then you need to have a retinol, because the retinol helps with the premature aging, wrinkles, things like that.
So that's what this one is?
So that's what this one is. This is their retinol body cream or body lotion.
Okay.
And it is just a nice soft lotion. Again, it comes out. I just didn't take off
Brand
the other
new.
part. Yeah, it's brand spanking new. I wanted you to have a fresh one right off the.
We've got a fresh
right
bottle.
off the. There you go. So you know I didn't bring this from my house. This
wouldn't have blamed you if you
absorbs
had.
quickly into your skin as well. And what I like about these is there's no fragrance. So people that have sensitive skin, there's no scent to these, so that you don't have to worry about getting something, a product, and you want the benefits of it, but it has a scent. These do not. Fragrance free.
And it also is very light. And I feel like what I like about these bottles is they're large.
Yes.
And they'll go a long way.
And they're only $23 each.
No.
Yes. Only $23.
Where can I find these?
Amazon.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
cool.
Super easy to buy. And they have a deodorant too if you're looking for one that it's actually really good. I just, you run out of time, run out of room on the table.
Okay, great. What are these?
Okay, this is by the brand Dalba. These are what they call their Liposym. They're double quick Liposym sheet pads. So this green one is the one that you use first. And I took it out because there's so much product in here that they are very moist. The green one is an exfoliant. So instead of having a mask over your face, you put this green one and you just scrub and exfoliate your face.
Okay.
And then you go to this little pad. This is a collagen pad that you put on your cheeks for 5 minutes.
Okay.
So no more 10, 20-minute masks.
Yeah.
Put this on your cheeks. When you take this off, you have the most glowy skin. And then you just go right to makeup or right to bed, depending on when you want to do it. This is a K-Beauty brand, highly popular. And these they're just both in there. Very simple. Exfoliate, collagen.
How often should you do this?
I do it like every other day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I love
alternating.
that glass skin right now. You can't tell now because I have much makeup, but I love glass skin, and Dalba does it really well.
And what I like about the green pad is it has, for the exfoliating, I can feel the perforation in it. Like it definitely would do a good job.
Yeah, and you get so many in here that you can do your whole body with this and then go into some of your sunscreen, your vitamin C and your retinol.
I love it. We're set. Okay, here we go. Moving on.
Now with summertime, we know that we need to have a little bit of moistness, some hydration. You were asking about that. So Pixie Beauty, very affordable. These are $16. They have 3 different ones. This is the Glow Mist. You can see it has a little bit of oil in it, so you want to give it a good shake and just softly mist any time of the day, whether you want a little bit of hydration, if you want to refresh your makeup. That one's their milk one, so it just gives you that really pretty milky skin. I keep one of these in the door of my car. So if I get back in the car and you just did some groceries and you're hot, freshens up your makeup for the next day. Then they have a lavender one, so right before you go to bed, if you're like, oh, I need to refresh, go to sleep, that's what that one's for.
Okay. Oh, so it's a
Smells
good smell.
It's a really good smell. That one's a lavender smell. Now, if you want to go take a nap later, I can't be responsible.
Okay, I'm spraying that on my pillow too. Okay, finally.
Now, this is a brand new product by It Cosmetics, and why didn't anybody think about this sooner? This is their lip transformer. One end is lip liner, the other end lip balm.
Wait.
I know, right? How did nobody think of this before?
It's genius.
So you don't have to worry about trying to find your lip liner, but you can define your lips.
Oh.
10 beautiful shades.
I think I like this shade.
And then a coordinating lip balm. So we don't want the thick mascara, the thick lipstick for summer.
Yeah.
We want a lip chapstick type balm with some color.
This is a good balm.
Isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Very hydrating
Okay, well,
and perfect for all year long, not just
I'm
summer.
gonna get that in every color.
Define your lips and they're hydrated.
This is incredible. I cannot wait to go online. Thank you so much for your time and knowledge. All right, well, thanks for spending time with us today. For more New Day fun, subscribe on YouTube and be sure to download King 5 apps for free. Don't forget to enjoy your new day, and we'll see you next time.